To welcome Scott Howson, CEO and President of the American Hockey League, inside the broadcast booth. Scott, first of all, thanks for hopping on. How are things going?
Things are going good. We had a rough patch there from U.S. Thanksgiving till about the middle of January. There were a lot of COVID cases, as everybody knows, and then we were pretty free. But except it reared its ugly head yesterday with the Laval Rocket, and we had to postpone a game tonight. And hoping that we can get them playing this weekend. But all in all, it's pretty good right now from where we were.
Got to peel back the curtain for us, if you will. It's been, I think overall, it's been a success this year. Given what we dealt with last year, it was a truncated season. We started playing in February. You guys have, in year number 2 now dealing with this global pandemic, you've had the ability to kind of adapt and work around some of the issues that we had last year. Now with the vaccinations, that helps. But now in this second year, do you guys feel as a league you've been able to navigate it a little bit more freely than maybe what we dealt with last year?
Yeah, last year there were more unknowns for sure, and nobody really knew what we were dealing with sort of on a day-to-day basis. I think we had more knowledge, more information this year, and then Omicron came, and that was kind of a new thing for everybody. It seemed to be far more transmissible. We had like our cases went from 50 cases to 400 cases in 6 weeks. So that was different. But it also, we used our experience, and the teams got adapted to, and we all got used to it, and we just did the best we could. And that's really what we did last year too. You just wake up every day and you try and get through the day. And I was so proud of our league. We had some games last year. It was very important for our players to get on the ice, and now I think we're going to play full season, which is a credit to our teams and our league and our owners. And I think we've got maybe 3 or 4 games left to reschedule, and then we'll have a full schedule.
Rolling along, trying to get through this year right, and then we can look ahead beyond. I want to ask you this: the offseason, there was some big news, the expansion of the playoff format, allowing for more teams to get into the playoffs, more development opportunities. We look at the Pacific Division, it really is going to play a role because you've got 2 teams in San Diego right now in San Jose kind of vying for that 7th spot. Go back last year, they're probably well out of the conversation. Now there's more opportunity. Why was that an important development to get more teams in the playoffs, more opportunities for these young players to develop in those kind of high-pressure situations?
Well, it came from our teams, and it was one of the unintended consequences of the Pacific Division. Everyone loves it out here so much that division kept growing, and the teams specifically out here weren't comfortable with 4 out of 9, and then next year 4 out of 10 when Coachella comes in. So we wanted to try and find a solution for that. It was really important to them that we provide that development opportunity, like you said. They want more games, more meaningful games at the end. So that was the solution we got, and as part of that, we got everybody to 72 games, which is a really big thing for the league too.
Describe to us the health of the league. We've got Coachella, as you mentioned, coming into the league. We'll get up to 32 teams next year. The Pacific Division continues to grow, and I know a lot of the executives, a lot of the scouts, they've liked the expansion coming out west. I'm excited about Coachella. I think everybody's going to bring their golf clubs down there next year. But describe to us the health of the league, the expansion, and everything that's gone on over really the last couple of years.
It's been really good. I mean, I think we've weathered the pandemic storm pretty well with strong ownership groups. As you know, there's 21 of our teams that are owned by NHL teams and 11 independent owners, including one NBA franchise. So they're not exactly your local independent owner, but no, it's strong. I think with like all sports, Nick, we're a little down attendance-wise, maybe 10% attendance-wise, but I don't think there's any sport really, other than maybe football, that isn't singing the same song. So I think we've got a bright future ahead of us, and we're going to put this pandemic behind us, and then we're just going to grow and grow.
We're talking to Scott Howson, the CEO, President of the American Hockey League. Last year you came in during a global pandemic. So I want to ask you personally, have things kind of slowed down for you? Do you feel like you've gotten comfortable in your new surroundings, your new town, you're living in Springfield, and how are things going out there? Has it slowed down for you a little bit?
Yeah, it's become, I would say, a little more normal this year. Last year was such an abnormal year for everybody, and just trying to get the league on the ice was a big chore, and we kept having to delay the season, then delay the season again, and that wasn't any fun. This year it's been more normal. We've hired 6 or 7 people to get back to our pre-pandemic level at the league office, so that's taken a lot of time. But yeah, it's more normal, and I'm really pleased with our staff. We've got a good group of people. We've got strong ownership, like I said, and I'm really bullish on where we're going to go.
You've been a general manager in the National Hockey League. You're now in this different role. You're not dealing with a specific team. You're overseeing an entire league. So how has that been an adjustment for you now, looking at the entire league from more of a global perspective?
Yeah, it's completely different. I mean, when you work for a team, you just live and die with the wins and losses, and I respect that. I know what these guys go through, and it's no different at the AHL level. They live and die with the wins and losses. I was down visiting with the coaches before the game and just saying hello to them, and now it's just different. I mean, I'm enjoying this role. There's less pressure on a nightly basis to try and win a hockey game, but there's lots of pressure to make sure everything's going right, and I really enjoy it.
One more question for you. You played for the Springfield Indians way back in the day. You have a comfort level as a player in this league. You've been in an executive position. Now you're overseeing the entire league. Having played in the league, though, do you think that helps you, too, in this role now, knowing what it's like for these players, boots on the ground, being that you've gone through it in your career?
Yeah, I certainly hope it does. I've managed in the league. I played in the league, as you said. I didn't coach in the league, but yeah, I mean, the game's different, a lot different now than it was when I played. But you know, I stayed attached to the American League as my career progressed, and have a great fondness for the league, and really love the league, and it's pure hockey down here, and I think that experience does help me in some respects.
Well, you're making your way out west. You'll kind of work your way down the coast. You'll check in with a couple other cities. We look forward to welcoming you next year when we get our brand new facility. There's a couple new arenas coming into the Pacific Division in Henderson and also down in Coachella Valley. But Scott Howson, the CEO, president of the American Hockey League, we cannot thank you enough. Welcome to San Jose. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Oh, I will, and I will be at your first home game next year.
Can't wait. Can't wait. We look forward to it. Scott Howson, again, the president, CEO of the American Hockey League, very gracious with his time during his visit. Hey, enjoy the Sharks game tomorrow as well. Rumor has it you'll be attending the Sharks game. We'll come back in just a moment. It's a